It's just kind of making me
Hola!
crazy. Hi. I'm trying to fix my hair because I have like this one rogue piece out here.
Good afternoon, amigos. I don't know why I'm so inclined to be speaking in Spanish today. Maybe it's because we're headed down to San Diego.
Yeah, if you guys are in San Diego and need an event to come to, let us know. Just send me a text, 951-675-2503, and I'll get you the address.
That'll be at 5 p.m. today, Saturday. Alyssa B is going to rock the house.
Where did you share this from?
In San Diego. It's on our page.
Okay.
R-Doc and J-Doc. Hi, Carrie.
All right.
What is going on? Carrie, how are you? What does that say on the screen? Want to know who's watching? Swipe to the left.
Oh, that's how you, so that's how I figured out how to do that.
Isn't that clever?
Isn't that awesome?
Oh, and then you click on one of them
Yeah.
and they can, oh, that's
Yeah.
nifty. Carrie, how are you? Hit the share button. Jolene's hitting the share button right now. So we're going to give it a minute or two like we always do. But if you want to know if ducks can become eagles, then you're going to want to stay tuned. Yay, you're great. Good. We're glad to hear that. Did you know that Michelle Lesueur is going to be here at our house in Corona on Wednesday, June 28th? Carrie, you're in the area, so make sure you put that on your calendar, 7:30 p.m. We'll be sending out an event flyer tomorrow, probably. Simon Jacoby in the house. What's up, Simon? Hit the share button, brother. Do us a favor. Hit the share button. Hit your team up. Tag your team. Let's get some viewerage happening. Diamond Simon, that's right. That's you, bro. Diamond Simon Jacoby. Simon, do me a favor. Will you share this into the Hope Brokers group, or maybe Jolene beat you to it already?
No, I haven't done that yet.
Come on, Simon. Beat her to it.
It's a race.
Let's see who can get there first. Just kidding. It's a track meet. No, it's a marathon, not a track meet. All right, we're going to give it another couple of minutes. Myra Beard is in the house. What's up, Sister Myra? How are you? We're going to give it a couple more minutes. This is probably a pretty awkward time to be doing a video, but we've got to stick to our commitments. We said we were going to do 90 videos in 90 days as part of our 90-day run to Diamond, and more importantly, our 90-day run to help a whole bunch of you get cruise qualified. So, even though it's an awkward time of the day, we got to do it now because we're headed south to San Diego. We got probably a 2-hour drive heading down to San Diego. Alyssa B is having her first home meeting, so we're fired up about that. That's going to be a good one. She's got all kinds of people confirmed. That is going to be a rockin' home meeting party this evening in San Diego. Aw, you're welcome, Carrie. It's our privilege and honor to just get to serve. What's up, Keith Sampson? Good to see you on here. So we'll give it maybe another 30 seconds as soon as Jolene thinks she's done trying to share it with the whole world. And we'll dive right in. That was weird. The screen just did like a... Huh. Okay. Interesting.
Get over it. It'll be okay.
Yeah. Huh. I wonder what that does. I don't know. Touching the screen. Hey, there's Tracy. What's up, Tracy? Tracy in Simi. Good afternoon. Good to see you. Yeah, AD is in the house. Alan Delaney, you big stud. You crushed it earlier today. Your team's amazing. That was phenomenal. Hey, everybody, if you did not catch the Saturday roundtable call live, you got to get the replay, man. That was
amazing.
Absolutely a phenomenal call. Alan did a tremendous job facilitating with some of his team members, and you guys got to dial in and hear that. That was some tremendous content on this morning's call. So, just in case you don't know, you are both appreciated more than you know. Aw,
thanks,
you're
Myra.
so sweet, Myra. Thank you. Well, we just love doing this. We love you guys. We are grateful to have the chance to serve and to speak into your lives. So, what's up, R&R from Nebraska in the house? Dawn DeRossette. What's up, Dawn? What does FB mean in the commissions? I got paid for something. I don't even know what for. Huh. Nice. FB, Simon Jacoby. That might possibly be your founder's bonus.
Oh my gosh, it may be.
Simon, that's probably a founder's bonus, my friend. I'm not sure for sure, but I hope so. That's rocking awesome. I mean, you are a gold, Simon, you stud. So, okay, I have duck eggs, R&R. Well, you can cook us some duck eggs when we come to see you.
I only have chicken eggs, but they're my illustration for today.
All right, so guys and gals,
Sorry, we got interrupted.
All right, guys and gals, so what we want to be talking about today, how many of you guys saw the title for today's talk? Did you guys see that in the post when we started the Facebook Live today? It says, can ducks grow into eagles? Answer the question for us in the comments. What do you guys think? Let us know what you think in the comments. Can ducks grow into eagles? We want to know if you guys think that's possible. Tracy says yes. That's interesting. All right, Tracy thinks ducks can grow into eagles. Let's see what everybody else says. Simon says nope. All right, let's see what some of the other people say who are watching this live. Can ducks grow into eagles? They both fly, says Tracy. Okay, I like that. I like where you're coming from, Tracy. Kathy says no. This is fun. I love it when we get differing opinions on this stuff, because that means that the teaching and the training is going to be meaningful. I love it. Simon says eagles fly higher. That's a fact. Myra says nope. Let's see. Carrie says you have to believe you are an eagle. Okay, I like that. That's good. All right, let's see a couple more responses. The question is, can ducks grow into eagles? Jeremy, different birds. Both can fly, but only eagles can soar. Ooh, I like that. All right. So, guys and gals, for purposes of this conversation, and this has long been, for many, many decades, a very, very strong teaching analogy in our profession. The answer is no. For purposes of this teaching and this analogy, the answer is no. Ducks cannot become eagles. And here's what we're getting at, guys and gals. This refers to basically your prospecting, but I don't want to get too far past Jolene's props that I think she's got to use.
Because I'm a homeschool mom.
Right, so break out your props, Big.
These are eggs. They look the same. When you're talking to people, everybody's an egg. You know, I tell people they're a jelly bean, but they're also an egg. I use lots of analogies. You got to keep up. That's why sometimes people call me the squirrel on crack, because I go from one animal to another. But just work with me, okay? For today, we're dealing with eggs. All the eggs look the same. Now, there are also many, many kinds of fowl out there in the world, right? And for today's analogy, we're going to talk about ducks and eagles. And, you know, just like jelly beans, there are lots and lots of different breeds of ducks, okay? So you can choose whatever duck you want to be looking at. You can have one with lots of colors or one with no colors, right? Or you can also choose to be one of many kinds of eagles, okay? See, there's 3 right here. You can choose whichever one you would like to appear to be in your own mind's eye. We don't all have to look the same, but we all have to become the same habits that these creatures have.
Simon, spot on. Some eggs have ducks in them, and some eggs have eagles in them. And we're going to talk to you guys about how do you know, right? So how do you detect these, okay? So this obviously is relating back to prospecting, guys and gals, or as I am preferring to call it from this point forward, candidate development. And here's what we want you guys to hone in on that will serve you and hopefully help to reduce some of your frustration. Because here's one of the things that we hear all the time in our business. I have such and such and so, and I have a team of people and they're not doing anything, okay? And so in this analogy of you cannot send your ducks to Eagle School, it refers to ambition. It refers to nothing more and nothing less than simply ambition. And here's how you can start to have an idea before you crack the egg open, meaning before you sponsor someone. Because remember, like we talked about yesterday, as soon as you invite someone into this community, into your family, onto your team, you now have an obligation to be the mother hen to that egg, okay?
Well, yes and no. Let me also say.
Whoa,
so
I'm being challenged.
Yeah. Give me the eggs.
Oh, I'm having to surrender the props.
So when you get people and you invite them into the community, the first place that we're going to stick eggs, because once they've been taken away from their normal environments, which would be under their mommy birds, in order for those eggs to become chicks, they need to be stuck in an incubator. And we have an incubator. And that's when you'll know what will hatch after they've been in the incubator for a little while. Okay, that incubator is our family, is our culture, is our team. So sometimes we have to place people in the incubator for a little while for them to be in that environment to see what they're going to hatch as. So
yeah, that's a good point that Jolene's bringing up, right? Ultimately, this is a team-driven business. It's a relationship-driven business, and it is community commerce, right? Somebody write that down in the comments, actually, because that could be meaningful as people are referring back to this video. That will give some very, very useful perspective. What are we really doing in our industry? What is MLM or network marketing or home-based business all about? It's community commerce. And yeah, for some people to really grow into the ability to even be an entry-level entrepreneur, they're going to need some incubation.
And mentorship. That's right, Jimmy.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But let me get back to the point that this analogy has referred to decade after decade after decade. Some of the finest leaders and icons that our network marketing profession has ever known have used this analogy. And for example, Jim Rohn, right? I think that's where it originated. Jim Rohn, I think, is the one that gets credit for this concept. You cannot send your ducks to Eagle School. The one thing we cannot give people or instill in people is ambition, right? Either they want more out of life or they don't. Either they have a dream and a why that they're willing to fight for, or they don't. And it doesn't matter how good our system might be. It doesn't matter how much we're willing to help them. If they don't have something that they're willing to fight for, there's not a whole lot that our great processes and servant leaders on this team and resources and tools and technology and videos and products, all of the things that we can bring into people's lives is not going to do them a whole lot of good if they're a duck, meaning if they don't have the desire to soar. I love Jeremy's analogy earlier. Ducks can fly, but eagles soar. Well, you got to have a desire to soar, right? Eagles have a desire to soar. And so just understand something, guys and gals. Everyone's welcome in this industry. Everyone is welcome. And like Jolene said, our platform does give us the ability to provide, through the collective efforts of the community, nurturing and mentorship to people who are aspiring entrepreneurs. But don't set expectations of someone's ability to soar when they walk in the front door as a duck.
Well, and also, just because you have already established through your own incubation time that you are now an eagle, right? Do not immediately project the heights of your perch and your view of what your life is going to be like on your eggs, because your eggs may be baby entrepreneurs. Your eggs may be just sitting there trying to decide what they are going to be. But if you come in and act like this eagle that says you have to do it this way, we do have a system. There is a formula to building in this industry, but you as a leader, you as an eagle, cannot immediately attack a prey, attack an egg, and make it something that it has not yet decided what it's going to be because it hasn't hatched yet.
Yeah, here's the real point of reference, everybody. If you have big dreams and big goals in this, you're an eagle, right? If you see yourself going diamond, for example, and again, we get a lot of, we're very, very privileged and humbled and grateful that a lot of times people watching these videos are not necessarily in our company or on our team. But generally speaking, throughout the industry, the rank of diamond is pretty universal for being a substantial income, a beyond full-time career level income. It's typically multiple six figures. Listen, if you are intent on becoming a diamond in this industry, ducks cannot fly at the altitude that eagles do. It's not physically possible. This is the point behind this analogy. The way God created ducks, they're not high altitude birds. Eagles are, okay? And so the one thing that is sort of the kiss of death in this business is when eagles try to place the demands on their ducks to fly at their same altitude. That's the point we're getting at. Ducks are welcome, but don't try to impose your ability as an eagle, your desire to fly at the peak of the heights as an eagle. Don't impose that on your ducks. Just go find more eagles, right? That's the challenge. That is where people get frustrated, is they're trying to get their ducks to fly up at 10,000 feet where eagles fly, right? They're trying to get their ducks to do something that they're not going to be capable of doing, right? That's not how they were built. That's not how they were wired, and that's not their ambition level. And we cannot impose our ambition level onto the people on our team. It's great that we have kind of a Noah's Ark, if you will, right? All of the animals are welcome, both ducks and eagles, and you can build an amazing business with lots of ducks on your team. Just understand where they're at and nurture them where they're at, and let them be ducks, and let the community and the system and the culture of the organization nourish and facilitate their ambitions at that altitude of being a duck. And that's totally okay, but do not try to impose your will as an eagle onto your ducks. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody.
In essence, let people grow where they're at, nurture them, and cultivate them. And sometimes, once their belief system is enough, once their belief system has gotten them to a place where their income level, most people that you talk to, especially initially, if they've never done this kind of business before, they're looking to make $100 a week. They're looking to make a couple $100 a week, a few $100, $500. And then once they achieve that, they realize, oh, well, if I can make a couple $100 a week, then I can make $500 a week. And if I can make $500 a week, then that means I can make $2,000 a month, and if I just keep doing what I'm doing, then it will grow into being several $1,000s a month. And a lot of ducks like to feather their nests there. They enjoy being at that level because it satisfies their needs. Whereas eagles, they take much larger tree branches up to feather their nest. They don't take reeds and small leaves up. They will take much more up with them.
So here, as we wrap this up, everybody, here's the key point. If you're an eagle, if you're aiming for diamond and above, and if you feel like there's a lot of people on your team that are probably ducks, you need to go find eagles. You can't spend a bunch of time and energy trying to convert your ducks into eagles. It's not going to work. It's never going to work. That's the real point behind our talk today, is that you have to go find other eagles. You have to do the work. You have to go and do that candidate development process. And let's be smart about it, right? Where do eagles tend to reside, right? You can be targeted, right? Social media is so powerful because you can start to hone in on communities and environments and atmospheres where there's a higher probability of eagles, right? Look for people that are already striving for ambition. Look for people that have influence. Look for people that obviously had to have some stick-to-itness and some staying power and some perseverance, right? Oftentimes it's people that have already arrived at a high station in life that build the biggest businesses, right? Your other successful business owners, your doctors, your lawyers. I'm not saying certain professions are not able to be eagles. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that success does leave clues, okay? And a lot of times what we see happening a lot is that people sponsor people that desperately need this but have never wanted it in their life. And the reason they're at where they're at in life is because they've never had ambition, and they think that because we have an opportunity capable of enabling eagles to flourish, that all of a sudden somebody who's always been a duck and never intends to be anything more than a duck is going to somehow mysteriously, magically become an eagle just because of the opportunity being as good as it is. But it doesn't work that way. You've got to go and hunt for eagles, right? You've got to go find eagles. You can't spend a bunch of time and energy trying to convince and convert ducks into eagles. So go find your eagles, guys and gals. If you want to be an eagle, if you want to build a big business, if you want to become a diamond, go find your eagles.
And don't just rely on social media for that. If you're a belly-to-belly builder, you guys need to understand Ryan and I take a holistic approach to building our business. We're belly-to-belly builders, and we're also online, right? So what a belly-to-belly builder can do to go out and meet more people, meetup groups. Get online, find out where your local meetup groups are for people who are looking for hobbies and things that you like doing. Connect with those people, because remember, it goes back to our previous teachings that people do business with people that they know, like, and trust. Meetup groups are a great solution. Another way to find some amazing eagles is go out and collect business cards. We just went out to dinner when we were in Lancaster, and they had a plethora of business cards for all of the people out in the community, and I collected about 20 business cards. And guess what? I'm going to call Every single one of them, because I already know that they're eagles because they already have businesses of their own. They already have ambitious level. So you have two ways to build this and search for eagles: social media and belly to belly. Be creative. Get out there and meet people.
Let me give you guys a couple of quick tips, actually, some scripts almost, if you will, for belly to belly candidate selection, right? Here's what I love to do. So I had 2 belly-to-belly prospecting conversations yesterday, or candidate discovery conversations, if you will. And one of them was I walked into a NutriShop because there's a particular pre-workout product that I like to use to go along with my products that we have, right, with our company. But understand, so here's the way this goes, right? There's a couple ways you can do this. And it doesn't matter if it's, well, I'll give you a couple of examples, okay? So in this particular scenario, the gentleman that works behind the counter has got a big personality, man. He is just one of those guys that people look to. They respect him. He's friendly. He's outgoing. He's got a big personality, man. He attracts people to him. He's a great guy. He's somebody who's got natural leadership skills. And so here's how you do this. When you come across the path of somebody belly to belly who really impresses you, they just have a big presence. You know, what I did with this guy is I go, his name's Joel, I learned yesterday. So Joel, if you're watching, man, hopefully you're on here. But because Joel got, Joel got put in the app yesterday. Joel got some videos sent to him yesterday. Joel's officially a candidate now. But what I asked Joel, and I genuinely meant it, I said, Joel, do you own this place? Guys, when you see someone that really impresses you, I just straight up asked him, do you own this place? He goes, no. And I said, man, what's your game plan? What's your goal? Because your personality is way too big to be someone else's employee in an environment like this. Folks, just pay them a genuine compliment. I meant every word of that. It's the truth. His personality is way too big to be someone's retail employee at a NutriShop. This guy's built, he's an eagle. He's meant to be soaring high. And so that's one of the ways you can do that. So what was I looking for? I was looking for his ambition level. I want to see if he's willing to fly at the heights that he's capable of. So I just asked him, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you see yourself doing? It's all about just asking people some very common sense questions, guys and gals. It's not nearly as much about scripting as you probably think. It's about matters of the heart. It's about matters of just connecting with people and being kind of common sense with them. Let's take a restaurant environment. That's another one, or any environment where you might be out interacting with people belly to belly and you see them exuding either a personality trait or the way they carry themselves, the way they interact with somebody. You might just simply ask them, hey, what do you do when you're not here? That's what I love to ask people. They go, well, I'm going to school.
Nugget.
I go, okay, what are you going to school for? And they may say something like business, or they may say something like, I want to be a doctor. And I'll say, great. What is it that has you wanting to be a doctor? You guys will be surprised sometimes. And here's what I love about that one. It doesn't matter what they answer. They're oftentimes a great fit for our business because they either are really passionate about helping people or they want to make a lot of money.
Or both.
Or both, right? And so you just ask people some really, really simple questions. Remember, in the previous videos, we talked about candidate development. Not everybody is a candidate for your business. I'm going to give you guys the reminder that we heard at conference, right? Who and what deserves your best? Guys, do not cast your pearl before swine. Not everybody is a candidate to get your best. Your best is priceless. Your best is a precious commodity. It's a scarce, rare commodity. Don't take that lightly. Make sure that people do have an ambition level equal to yours before you invite them to become your business partner, because that's what you're doing when you make that invitation for somebody to look at your business. You've now kind of extended an invitation for them to become your business partner. So ask them some simple questions. Look for people who are demonstrating personality traits that impress you, that look like they're eagles, right? And that'll help you. And then just ask them some simple questions. Ask them where they see themselves going. Ask them what they really want out of life. Ask them if they can get that behind the counter of that retail establishment that they're working at, or wherever it is that you might encounter somebody who, again, if they impress you, tell them what it is about what they're doing that impresses you. And then just ask them a couple of simple questions. Are you going to get everything you ever wanted out of life doing what you're doing now? Just think questions, guys and gals. Think common sense. Think questions. Be bold. You can do this. I think that's it.
We have to go soar now.
All right.
With some Eagles.
Time to go soar. Time to soar down to San Diego, guys and gals. We love you. Hopefully you got value out of this. Remember, this is only the 4th installment of our 90 and 90. So If you're hearing something on any of these videos that strike a chord with you that you would like us to delve deeper on, or if it brings to mind a topic that you would like us to speak about or teach on, please put those in the comments, guys and gals. We're doing this for you. We're doing this so that we can try to sow into you and help you feel equipped and confident and prepared to go out and build your dreams and to achieve your dreams and to get crews qualified, because we want you on the boat. And so we love you guys. We believe in you. Thanks for tuning in. Share this with your teams and comment below on what you would like us to speak on. We are reading your comments, and we are developing our schedule for the next 86 days, if you will, based on your guys' comments. We are going to continue to line out and map out what we will be speaking on based on what you guys want us to talk about.
And if you're local, get on our calendar. We'll come to you and do a view. And if you're not, get on our calendar. We will Zoom into you guys. So reach out.
That's right,
and
actually.
let us help you in your own backyard.
Guys, we would love to help you no matter where you're located. That's a great point. I'm glad Jolene brought that up real quick. And then we're really out. We would love to be able to help you no matter where you're geographically located. We can do that on Zoom. We can speak directly to your team, to your guests, to your audience through Zoom, just as if we were physically in your living room. And we want nothing more than to add those to our calendar. So please reach out to us. Right now, we're making sure that we're out face-to-face, belly-to-belly 3 times a week. We want to fill up the other 3 times a week in your living rooms and utilizing technology like Zoom to do that. So please don't think that because you're halfway across the country or all the way across the country that somehow you wish we were in your backyard. Put us in your backyard. We can use Zoom to do it. Let us know. We want to put you on our calendar. All right, guys and gals, happy Father's Day to the dads out there. Make it a great weekend. We love you guys. God bless you. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow, even though it's Father's Day, even though it's Sunday, we are doing, that'll be day 5 of our 90 days. So you will catch us online again tomorrow. See you guys. Peace. Love you.